What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week of the vlog. We just got here to the Stires property. I gave you an update this week. I promise I'll try to work it into every week's vlog. I got the absolute worst shoes on today. All white. Why did I do that? Francis and I have a debate when we flip a house on painting the brick or not painting the brick. I love painting the brick. J-Rock, show them a shot of the front now.
How do they get? The heavy they get.
Hey man, how's it going? Good, how are you?
Told you I'll be back. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, se ve excelente. Ahí pintadita la casa. Ya cambió.
So, sheetrock is going in this property, and I want to show you kind of what we did to make this so different. The original line to the roof and the ceiling was right here. So J-Rock showed them that, and it went all the way across. So if you look back that way, you see where the line was, right? So right here. We then took the ceiling up and created the vaultness of this one. So that added so much of a flair to this property and makes it crazy. So this one, we're still about 3 weeks done, I think. 2 to 3 weeks. Things are moving fast. All the progress is happening. All the progress is happening back this way. So if you remember, there was a big tank in here, right, Francis?
Yeah.
And
it was a big everything.
yeah.
No?
There was a furnace right here.
Yep.
Another furnace over here.
Yeah, huge.
With an AC.
Yeah.
Furnace going towards the chimney on this side, and furnace going towards the chimney on that side as well.
Nice, yeah.
Which the chimney used to go all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
And they cut it down.
You can see it's missing in the living room now.
Yeah, which make it look so nice and big now.
So,
Yeah.
They originally had the washer and dryer hookups down here. All of this is gonna look totally different. I don't know if you guys remember the original video. Gonna fix the wall here. It's not that bad, but
No. You might just put a couple of those steel columns right there.
order the custom braces.
Yeah.
This will look totally different.
At the end, this will get cleaned up and it'll be a nice
You won't. They won't even. You won't even know it.
Yeah, it'll be a nice extra space for a house. Even though the house is so big upstairs, it's somewhere they need it. But
Soffit guys are supposed to be here yesterday. That's how contractors are. I love this project because it's better and faster than I thought. So J-Rock, pan this whole thing so you can see how huge this house is.
That is him. Under the paint, you don't come in yet.
Is this gonna be big window, right?
Yeah, two windows and 2 windows.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, let's go to see if we can get into Walkertown, New Walkertown.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you next week.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.
Wait on you.
Okay.
to see you, hon.
Hey, give Greg a call for everything you need. He's good prices. Best around. That's a new updated version.
I don't know, the cable is that thick.
Nah, man, that's new. 2017.
No. The water's getting.
Yeah, right underneath there. Probably the gutter's a little bit overflowed or not working correctly. You can see where the water is hitting.
So what is this deal here?
You see that pipe right there? But I don't see it. I mean, there is a.
This is going down somewhere. Going out there probably. Probably out there somewhere. Look. I don't know. It's good that has this retaining wall is done. It's done properly. You see the
drains.
the drains, and it's not tilted or nothing. So that's good. That's very good. So this seems to be working good. The air, sucks. Really. Oops,
That's a deer. It's a deer. Don't worry, man. J-Rock's got a knife. I would have just took him out.
No, he's trapped.
No, he ain't trapped. Francis started to run, and I'm like, Francis, where you going? I got this. Huh?
I was so embarrassed one time. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell them.
Keep it in.
What's this, an intercom system?
Probably.
They really like the party section.
Hey, Susan, the dinner's ready.
Hey, so wow, look at that nest.
Yeah, bird's nest.
Yeah, look at this. The big birds. So, it's a beautiful property and everything, but it's big. So
For $43,500, it's a great deal. The crazy thing is it can be lived in as is. It'd just be a TV show, the 70s show. You probably, yeah. So this is a house we negotiated with the lady that lived in New York. I'm closing on this property tomorrow, and I'm deciding if I'm going to wholesale or repair it myself. I'm going to start off by spending about $1,000, $1,500 cleaning it out, and then I'm going to stick it on the MLS to try to get almost what I would make on a flip. And if I can do that, then we'll let it go. Remember, the MLS is the #1 place to sell a property, only because it's been in existence for a long time. But that's where you get you can get cash buyers by listing property on the MLS if you have the ability to take the property down yourself. And this one's only $43,500, so I'm going to take it down and try to list it for around 70 grand. Fenced in backyard. Just need some. All the windows are open. It looks vacant.
yeah, it looked like
A little pressure washing. Colors are fine.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. My name is Max.
Hi. I'm Christy.
Christy, were you speaking with Leica, my assistant?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Francis. That's
I didn't. This is
Nice to meet
my partner and Francis. This is my photographer.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
So, I guess tell me a little bit about the story on this house.
Well, we moved in 2004 when it was built. We had it built, and then we're ready to get rid of it.
Are you guys moving somewhere else, or?
Yeah, we've moved to Winston.
Oh, so you really
Yeah.
left Curtisville?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Well, my husband is sick, and we don't need to be in a two-story house anymore.
Oh, it's just too big.
so-
Oh, you
Yeah.
downsizing, too big.
Yeah,
Got
pretty
it.
much downsizing because he can't go up and down the stairs anymore. So have to
Understood.
get rid of him.
Understood. Well, let me mind if I don't go inside and just look around.
Go right ahead.
And Leica kind of told you what we do.
Yes.
Okay. So we flip a lot of properties we buy about 10 a month. And we obviously buy all cash, so the price we offer is kind of as it is with the repairs in mind.
Yeah.
To get it up to speed.
The only thing that I know of, well, upstairs is painted. She's almost done painting upstairs.
Okay.
But down here would need to be painted and then the countertop replaced.
Okay.
Because that countertop's been here since we moved in.
Got it.
So.
What are you asking?
We were looking at about 130 to 135.
Okay.
If we go to market, if we actually put it on the market, we were going to do 147 to 150.
Okay.
And that's based off of realtors.
I'm a broker. So
Yeah, he has to disclose. I did say that, but okay. 150 is a little ambitious, but that's what realtors do. They tell you a good number to get that listing. Sorry, Francis. I just know how it goes.
Out here, we added the wall unit here.
Okay.
It's one of those split system units.
Yep, we I have one in my lake house.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to.
This was our office area.
Okay. So you don't. So okay. This
Yeah,
would be
it was
a garage. Got
We
it.
turned
So it's a
and
bonus
they
room.
when they turned it into this bonus room,
Mm-hmm.
they left. Even though they enclosed it, if you take it out, you can turn it back into a garage pretty easy. And
Mm-hmm. Okay.
then the utility room in here. This is where it does have gas water heater,
Okay.
and the electrical is in here.
Is this where you guys had your wash? No, that's not where the washroom is, was it?
Nope, it's upstairs.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming since you recently bought it, 2004 or 5, you said, right? Mm-hmm. There's a mortgage on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This dishwasher is brand new.
It looks like it's stainless steel.
Yeah. It's like been here since like October maybe.
So, yeah, that is. So you guys recently just really moved out.
Yeah.
What is your balance on this one? Probably around 100,000 or so. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. So you're really looking to get about 30 cash in your pocket.
Yeah.
After the deal's all said and done. Okay.
And I would say the carpet, because we had pets.
Yeah, we tear all that stuff out because we have to make it a 2018 house.
Yeah. So this would be the master bedroom.
Okay. Attic access. Closet.
Attic access. Yeah.
So this is it, huh?
Hey. At the house
We talked to.
in Kernersville. Why?
So obviously
Yeah, I'm here.
flooring.
Well, the vinyl flooring too in the kitchen
No.
is pulling apart. So
Yeah, I know. So
the
vinyl.
flooring is.
Okay, well let me go.
Crumble.
Wash and dry room.
And then up here is where the washer and dryer is.
So we buy a lot of houses and we renovate them. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's not too much to be done here. Mm-hmm. You just got to do the major stuff and turn it into, cooler stuff like the kitchens and the bathrooms. Do some updating to get the most maximum amount of money. Now I'm thinking, if I was to buy this house and put it on the market, you're probably pushing the 148, 149 range to be able to sell it, because you've seen some comps in the neighborhood, 155 with bigger square footage in this.
What year is this house? Do you know?
2004.
2004, yeah. There's two houses for sale in this neighborhood right this second. Mm-hmm. And they're both bigger in this house. Mm-hmm. And they're selling, one is selling at 150 and the other one at 156. But they're, 1,800 square feet.
That's like it. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
So this one is with the bonus room downstairs, it's just over 2,000 square feet, or right at 2,000.
With the bonus room.
Because it's 1,414 before we
Right.
added that room on, and that room was at least 500 square feet. So 1,900.
That room is, you just measure the length and the width and then multiply, and that's the square footage. of it.
What do you think? Yeah,
That room is
like 300? Because it's probably a 10 by what, 14?
Yeah, so that's like 180 square feet.
Okay. And then, you know, some people love garage, some people don't care. But
Two
I don't,
floors too is,
I
I
know.
have to see if the other ones are 2 floors
They're
or
one
not,
floor.
because,
This floor is not bad, but
yeah, it's coming.
you got your stuff there too.
So we'll have to spend some money on this.
I can do this. I can a tile. I'll go tile here. Cabinets, counter. How much work are you planning on doing to the house?
I was just going to paint it, clean it, and be done with it.
You done with it?
Clean up the yard, obviously keep it mowed and things like
Yeah.
that.
Are you guys current right now with the bills and everything on it, like the mortgage? I mean.
No.
Okay. So we need to catch you up and then pay off.
Well, that's what would happen if we.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, this is 2 floors too.
Mm-hmm. Most of them in here are.
Yeah.
Okay.
50 feet right now.
I like.
These are 9-foot ceilings, but
Yeah.
most houses in here don't have 9-foot ceilings.
I like the neighborhood. I think it'll take me a little bit of time to fix this, but not much. I would have to go granite countertops. Cabinets are not bad, white are in, but I wouldn't probably spend the money and change them out other than just getting them redone.
This is the one that's 150.
So it doesn't make
Where is that on? I don't recognize that house. That's what I'm asking.
Sure, I'll let you know in 1 second.
So it doesn't make sense for me to buy it straight out cash, but there's an option that is just as satisfying for you.
Rockbridge Court.
Okay.
What we've done, and we've done a lot of them lately because there's a lot of people that are either moving out of town or vice versa, is we'll negotiate a price. We'll settle on the price. And there's obviously a difference between what you owe and what we negotiate on it. We would go to closing day. You would get that difference that day. We would pay the back amount of the mortgage to keep it current. Now this project would probably take me 90 days or less. I would renovate it in 90 days. I would pay the mortgage for the 90 days through an escrow, through an attorney, and we sell the house. We would put it on the market and sell it. We would pay the mortgage. You would have already walked away with your profit. And the only person that gets delayed on getting their balance is the mortgage company. That the word we use for that is like a subject to buy. We buy it subject to the existing finance. For you, it changes nothing. It maybe helps you a little bit because you get a few more months of good payment record. We catch you up, and then the bank gets their money once we sell it. That's probably the only way that makes sense from an investor standpoint. But you still do have the option of going and listing it and doing that. With listing it, you're going to get inspections, and then they're going to go negotiate the price down. You're going to pay the 6% for the brokers. You're probably going to, I don't know the pricing, but you might walk away better knowing exactly what you're going to get from us versus putting on the market and that longevity of time and the balance of the mortgage and the monthly payments. So my deal is more cut and dry. You know exactly what you're getting. Listing it, you're not 100% sure when it will sell, what it will sell for, and then you still have to make those monthly payments. So that's kind of what I would do. I don't know the exact numbers right now, but it essentially doesn't change anything for you. You essentially sell the house. The house will go into a trust. The attorney takes care of it. I don't want to act like an attorney. The attorney will take care of all that paperwork. You'll walk away with a check between whatever we negotiate it for. and you're no longer responsible for the mortgage payments.
But my name is still on the mortgage.
It will still be on the mortgage, but the payments will be made through an escrow attorney. So you never have to worry about it not being paid, because we're going to catch up the back payments, pay every month and the payments, and then there's an automatic clause in there that if we're 30 days late, you get the house back in the current condition that it's in, improved. So it's in your it's in your best interest. You know, we would never like let it back through. We would lose so much money. But I think that's where you are. But those are your two options, and it's something for you to think about.
Okay.
Because you could either list it, which that is how you're going to get your most money. To be honest. But when and when and how that happens, not sure. Because there's just a lot of details. Like this, even though it looks just like paint, I have to put a whole new baseboard there.
Yeah.
There were details like that.
Yeah.
Vinyl pulling up.
But just, I'm going to put all new flooring in here and there. Just simple stuff like that that just costs money.
It's not in bad
I'll
shape.
probably spend
It's
12
a new-
grand.
This was pretty new house, right? 2004. Yeah, it's not that old.
Yeah. It's just regular wear and tear for
But
living in
you
it.
have to, you have to bring it up to do the things that need to be done. Yeah. So that's going to be a little bit.
So you can think about it. I can still write you an offer and get it to you and get Leica, and she'll explain it to you 100%. And then, you know, you can go either way. But when I make you an offer, you don't spend another dime in this house. You don't worry about paint, nothing, no more expenses coming out. You just know that, hey, in 10 days, I'm going to get a check.
Okay.
And I think that's probably, I know that's the best for me. It wouldn't make sense because my ROI, if I spent 135 cash to try to sell a house for 155 with a $20,000 spread, I still got to pay the 6%. I got to rehab it. I'll probably make $2 grand at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can look us up. We're reputable. I mean, we have the cash to buy it, but it's just doesn't make sense. And we buy about 10 houses a month. Probably 2 or 3 of them fall in this category. And it's the safest thing. I make an offer, the attorney handles all the other paperwork.
The AC working in there?
We've got it turned off because we did
Sure.
some.
Why leave it
Yeah, you don't need to pay for that.
Yeah.
How far are you behind?
Just a month.
Okay, so you're not in terrible condition right now.
No.
So you do have time. So that, like I said, there is that option of listing it because you do have time. You know, they start getting serious about 1-3.
Yeah.
You know, but and what's your payments on this? Probably around
723.
Yeah. So we'll catch you up, get you a check. It's a simpler process. It's not for everybody, but it's a simpler process for you and your husband. So think about it, and I'll shoot you an offer either this evening or tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. And my offer is what you'd walk away with cash. You don't pay any. I pay all the closing costs with my attorney, and you know it's kind of cut and dry and simple. But
Okay. And what attorneys do you guys use?
we use Eric Ellison. He's been a real estate attorney for 17 years. He's down on Marshall Street.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's and he closes all our deals. So we 10 a month. We're buying 2 houses this week.
It's not through an attorney, so you know
Yeah.
everything is good.
Yeah, they got their bar to lose. I don't
Nobody
want.
wants to lose any licenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I appreciate you letting me in the house, and I'll shoot you an offer, and just think about it and get back with me or Leica, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How you doing, man? No. So as you see, that deal right there would not make sense for cash, but it would make sense if I went to closing and all I had to do was give her 15 grand. Then my ROI is going to be much higher because I don't have to put that money. So I put 15 grand down. We'll basically give her 15 grand, what she's basically negotiating in between what she owes and what she wants. And from that point, I mean, it's pretty simple. Then you rehab the deal. What do you think this deal will take to rehab, Francis?
Well,
Flooring we know is cheap.
yeah, That carpet, man, that's awful.
It's gotta go.
That's the
Yeah, it's
only
gotta go.
thing, Yeah.
No,
So,
had 50 cents a square foot, $1.50 installed.
okay, so you have to do still some painting. That
You got to repaint the whole house.
Yeah, the girl, that lady was doing the painting up there. That painting look good, but you're still gonna have to do vinyl floors in the
Kitchen.
baths, the
Bath.
kitchen. Replace that carpet. A lot of just
Small knick-knack stuff people hate to do.
painting- Yeah, painting and floors, and most of it.
I'd say
Another
about
bad
6-7
thing-
grand.
Yeah, sure. That molding they put in that bonus room, I mean, they should put
Terrible.
a ground mold in
That's
there.
just-
You can just go over that.
That's 1x4, ain't it?
Yeah. You can just put a crown molding over that. You can leave that there. Make it look good now. The only thing that AC unit out there, it looks like it's just, you know,
It's on its last leg.
not that old, but it's small and it has 2 floors. That's the bad part about this house. If you tell me what I don't like about the house, it's 2 floors. You know?
But you know who 2 floors are good for?
What?
Younger families.
Yeah.
They love them. Because it's a separation of
Yeah.
the kid area and the living area and the sleeping area. And the bonus room is nice, but then,
Yeah, but it
They
looks
took away the
better. We can
garage.
Make it look better. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, did take up the garage. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, yeah, the 150 will be the max on that one.
Yeah.
149.9.
So if she's working a deal and she's trying to list it with an agent right now, let's reverse back into that.
Right.
Do some math. So you're saying, let's just say right now, let's say an agent was able to get her 140 right now.
Right.
I doubt it.
They're gonna have her do the carpet, you know, because
Because it smells like dog.
Yeah, that carpet on the steps is actually torn already.
Yeah, I know. I can see the
Yeah.
what the white parts coming out of it.
It's torn. So she has to do that, and then, I mean, is she gonna take a hit for all the vinyl in the kitchen, or she's gonna redo the vinyl in the kitchen? You know what I mean?
So let's just do best case scenario. All right, pull out your calculator here.
Okay, so it's like 150, right?
Heck no, she's not gonna get 150.
No, of course she's not.
No, I'm talking about if she sells it. I got to reverse engineer myself into what she's actually going to make if she lists it. Because remember, there's 2 options.
Right. What did she say she was gonna list it for? 154? Did she say?
147, maybe 150. She can list it all she wants, but she's going to get 140 plus closing costs. You're not going to find a calculator in your contacts, not unless you got a new app.
Okay.
So do 140 minus, let's just go ahead and say 9%. Equals,
127.
okay. And let's say concessions of 3,500. I'm being nice. Okay.
Well, you know, there's gonna be more concessions than that.
Yeah, I know. Let's just say that. Then she's probably gonna spend 3 more months on the mortgage. So that's another $3 grand. Which she's already 1 month behind. See, I already knew her pain points. I was asking her questions so she can reveal what she already said to Leica. 1, her husband lost her job and he's sick. So that's the real reason they moved out, and they probably moved with mom who just showed up there late. Right? So that's the real reason. She's 1 month behind. If she told me she's 1 month behind, she's probably 2 or 3 behind already. You know how that goes. So you minus 3 grand again? No. That's so.
Yeah,
she's probably looking at getting maybe $15,000 when it's all said and done. If she can get 140. So that's my offer to her is, you know, maybe not a lot. I probably can give her around 118. I could probably say, listen, you can walk away with 115.
I think you should offer her 115 max.
Correct.
I mean, yeah.
So basically,
she be dumb not to take that offer because listen, at the end of the day, she's gonna have to keep on putting more money before she lists it, and she needs to sell right now.
and look how small the mortgage payment. You know what you can rent that house out for? That's a $1,400 house rental, and her payments are $700. That's imagine the rent cash flow on a rental like that.